Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Martin here. I am doing the Week 5 blog, our Module 5 blog, and after watching the video about healthcare and providing healthcare for people who are undocumented, I think that eventually we will get to the point to where they will have healthcare or access to healthcare or in some way, shape, or form. With the Affordable Care Act and the way that things are going now, every American to be insured and things like that. I understand these people are technically considered, illegal aliens, even though that's not really the technical term. They're called undocumented immigrants. I think that in the future, probably soon, there will be some type of organization or something set up through the government or something like that that will allow these people to get health care and things like that. Now, I think that there may be a lot of Americans are probably going to oppose this just because they are undocumented alien, or they're undocumented immigrants or considered illegal aliens. And they're going to question where the money's coming from and who's paying for this and who's paying for that and things like that. Now, it's my opinion, if these people are paying their taxes, they are working in the United States already, and like I said, they're paying their taxes, why shouldn't they have health care? Now, do I think maybe since they've lived here since they were children and things like that, that they are not, and they haven't gone through the proper channels yet to become naturalized citizens? Maybe there's a way that they can, since they've already been living here for so long, they're already a crucial part of a society and things like that. And I noticed that most of the people in that video lived and came from California. It is a very large part of their society out there, or not even their society out there, but part of the American society, but especially in California. They've become a crucial part of their infrastructure. And I absolutely believe that, they should have healthcare, but do they need to become naturalized citizens to obtain it? They've already lived here for so long. I don't know that it's going to make a difference, but it might make other Americans feel better. So if there was a way that they could maybe put them on a fast track, or somehow we're able to naturalize these people and make them full American citizens, I think that might be an answer. They're already paying their taxes and doing things like that, so I don't see why not. And I think eventually, like I said before, we will get to the point in this country where I think that we will provide some type of health care that these people can obtain. I don't know that it'll be free. Right now, if an illegal alien or an undocumented immigrant comes into the hospital, we have to treat them. So we treat them, and then essentially taxpayers eat that bill. And I think that's what upsets people. So when people think about that, they're like, I have to pay for this and things like that. Not really. If these people are already working and paying for taxes, they're already paying for this as well. Can there not be a way for us to, accommodate them? In my opinion, I think we should, but, as long as they're working, paying their taxes, of course. And I think that, in terms of culturally sensitive mental health services, I think the best way that we can provide that to our patients and to different cultures is education. We really need a lot of training on how to be culturally sensitive, about, especially in whatever area you're living in. Now, it's not going to be possible to know every single culture, but maybe you can know basics about a lot of different cultures, and then maybe more specifics about certain cultures that are in your area, especially more prevalent ones. If you have a high, Hispanic or Latino population in your area, maybe you could learn more about them, and know kind of the ins and outs of their culture. That way, when you go to serve that population, you'll be able to do so competently. Also, if you get some at least basic information about, Asian cultures, African cultures, different types of European cultures, because they're all, so different. And even, in, reading that article, that, every culture, while they may be similar in ways, a lot of them have very subtle nuances and differences and things like that we may need to be aware of. So there need to be some type of resource, whether it's computerized or, something that the hospital gives, or, what other healthcare facility you work at, gives and essentially updates you every so often. And I think there needs to be training, a few times a year. You need to take some, a class or something like that, or have somebody come in and talk to you about a certain culture and what to expect. And, if you start noticing that there's a larger population of, different types of people coming in, yeah, you're going to need to know about them. So I think that they need to do some type of education and just keep people informed is probably the most important thing that I can think of, to keep and allow us as nurses to be able to provide culturally competent, healthcare to these patients and these people. Thank y'all. I hope y'all had a good Easter, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks.